it's not his song, it's actually a demo song for a sample pack.
Drinking Bloody Mary on a battlefield.
Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. I actually already recorded another video with another topic that was actually quite fun, but apparently I have to address something that happened in yesterday's video. So making this video is kind of hard for me. I have to hit a fine line in between of telling you what happened and make sure I address it, but at the same time I don't want to put pressure on someone that is actually so young for making a mistake. So let's keep it short and simple. As you might know, yesterday I made a track submit where you sent me your songs and I give you feedback. There was one song among all of them by a very young person that I got to know in person here while the studio opening. He showcased his songs to everyone. Everyone was just amazed by how good it actually was. It was like really good professor shit, especially for someone so young. But as you all pointed out in the comments in yesterday's video, it's not his song, it's actually a demo song for a sample pack. So technically, legally speaking, it's allowed to use all of those samples, but telling everyone it's yours, although it's just a demo song for a sample pack, is really not the right thing to do. Before making that video, I had a really good feel about it. I wanted to support someone young, give him exposure, and make sure everyone knows about his talent. That it now turned out to be the opposite. I'm really sorry for that, but at the end it's not my mistake. I make sure in the form that you submit your songs that you have to check some boxes. You have to guarantee that it's your song, that it's not an edit, a remix, that you're not using samples you're not allowed to, and that you give me permission to actually use it on my YouTube channel. All of this was done, plus meeting in person and me trusting people that I don't know, led to this situation. I don't know in the future what to do to prevent this, but this is also the first time this is happening in 2.5 years, at least that I know of. I also Shazam most songs before releasing the video just to double check, but for a demo song for a sample pack, it's not in the system. I was even thinking about canceling the track submits, but I think it's also unfair to everyone else, and I'd say 99.9% of the people are telling the truth. In this case, unfortunately not. And again, I don't want to blow this entire topic off. I wrote with that person, he said a million times sorry, and I think we will just leave it at that. It's still a young person, everyone makes mistakes, so please leave him alone. I hope this clarifies the entire situation. And if you're one of those older producers that felt shitty about yesterday's video because your songs are not on par, feel relieved it was all just stolen. So yeah, let's just spend the rest of the video with a quick, easy, simple Q&A. There's no way I can screw that up, so let's just roll the intro. First one, are you thinking to work with other styles of music like Mombaton, trap, rock? Those are not really styles I enjoy listening to that much, and I'm also not familiar on how to produce them, so at least for the near future, no. How to avoid being jaded? I'd say just, yeah, do a break every once in a while. If you feel like you don't have enough power to make music, or you're running out of ideas, just don't make any music for half a week or maybe an entire week or even 2 weeks, because in the long run it doesn't matter. Just don't give up on a long-term basis. Just don't stop making music for a year or so. This will really hurt you, but a week or two doesn't really do anything and might clear up your mind and actually make you want to go back to producing. And if not, that's also fine. Maybe producing isn't for you. Ever done a boiler room set? What are your thoughts? No, I've never played at a boiler room. That's only for like famous underground people. I attended once one in the background. You won't find me in the video. It's funny. I actually enjoy the compilations out of the boiler room videos with the weird people that take way too many drugs and dance in front of the camera in a very weird way. It's highly entertaining. I think that's like the best part about the entire concept. Which is better, sidechain compression or volume automation? It really depends. If you want to sidechain a bass and every time the kick hits, make sure the bass gets lowered so the kick can cut through, use a sidechain. It does it automatically and you will have a lot less work. Doing this by hand automating is a huge mess. And for example, if you want a guitar being played at the same time as a vocal, you just might automate the volume of the guitar and lower it whenever the vocal is playing. Doing this by hand might actually give you more control. I know there are some fancy plugins by iZotope that do it automatically and even can address certain frequencies, so just maybe lowering the mid and top part of the bass whenever the vocal is playing or of the guitar. But like doing it the old school way by just copying down a track and EQing it separately might actually help you more and confuse you less and save you some money if you don't have these fancy plugins. Are you gifted to draw or paint? I'd say absolutely not, although both of my parents are artists full-time since I can remember, so basically forever. They're doing fine, great, they have their exhibitions, but me painting, drawing, not really. I don't know. I was never into art because my parents both artists, so I always had to go to exhibitions, which I didn't like as a kid. I didn't understand it, so I just took a step back from like drawing and painting. Would you sign a track that has vocals from a sample pack? No, absolutely not. I always ask every artist where they got their vocals from, because it just leads to situations like the one I addressed at the beginning. Multiple people copywriting the vocals and having the same song on the internet. I'm not a fan of that, so please just do something original. How's the process of collecting royalties with your own label? Basically, all of the stores send the money to my distributor and the distributor then back to me. It's pretty straightforward. We got paid, I think, every quarter, every half year, and then make sure the artists also get their shares once we receive the money. It's sometimes delayed a little, which is annoying, but that's just the way it is. How do you make the sound of your web browser go through a span plugin? I have a little plugin or application called Audio Hijack. It doesn't unfortunately work with the newest version of Mac OS, but I'm sure they will update it really soon. It basically hijacks the audio of your computer, and you can apply any AU or VST plugin and put it in the chain of your computer between the computer and the speaker, which the OS doesn't let you do. I even sometimes use it to delay the audio on videos that I'm watching if it's not in sync. So I'm using, I think also by Span they have a delay plugin. Are you going to produce more housey tracks? Yes, I think the one with Gavin is really housey. One of the two with Frankie is housey. Two of the ones with Julia are housey. So yeah, definitely some house stuff coming. Are you writing the lyrics for your songs or are the songwriters doing that? It's a collaborative effort. Usually they start with an idea, they are trained in doing that, they already write lyrics for years, have a lot of ideas on their phone. So they start with humming, then adding words, and then I join them, fine-tuning, getting rid of some words that do not fit. I also always make sure to keep the story in the song and make sure it makes sense. It's kind of me directing it, making sure it fulfills my vision of that song, and with their help I usually get as close as possible. Should I compress every element of the track? Which compressor is the best? So the best compressor depends on what you're compressing, and it's also up to preference. There are a lot of compressors that also have a vintage tone to it. If you're going for that, then use one of those. Waves has a lot of nice compressors. And if you should compress every element of the track, probably not. Especially in electronic music, you're using a lot of samples, one-shots, loops that were already compressed. A lot of synthesizer sounds don't really need the compression because they're already leveled out. Those are synthesized sounds. They are not the human voice that goes up and down, or a singer turning towards the mic and away again, so you need to level it out. So for electronic music you actually don't need that much compression. Basically whenever it's needed. I'd compress a guitar, I'd compress a voice, definitely heavily. Synth sound maybe, but just slightly. on the entire song, just a tiny bit of compression to glue it together, but don't overdo it. It's better to not use compression at all than using compression in the wrong way. So I think that's it for today. Tomorrow, the fun idea that I actually planned for today. Still don't know how I feel about this video, but I think you get the point. Don't take someone else's track and pretend it's yours. It will just lead to shit for everyone. And this is still a case where it just doesn't hurt that much. Just imagining sending a song to Spinnin' and they release it and then find out it's not yours. They will sue you like crazy. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to submit your questions, Instagram is the best place to reach me. And yeah, see you tomorrow again for another vlog.